Okay, so welcome back, guys. So in this video, we're going to be talking about conditional formatting in Excel. So conditional formatting simply means we want to make a decision. It actually has to do with logic, decision making. Now we want to say that if something happens, something else should happen. If something else happens, something else should happen, something like that. So we want to create back branches. Now in this case, we are going to use this data. We want to say that if we want to look at a situation where we want to create a criteria, like let's look at what is good and not good. Now if we want to look at if a number is less than 10,000 naira per week, we will say it is not good. Then if it is greater than 10,000 per week, we will say it is good. Now that will give rise to a function in Excel called if. Now if is a logical statement in Excel that allows us carry out conditional statements and show our results. Now let's give an example. Now let's say, remember every formula in Excel starts with an equal to sign. Equal to, if you open a bracket. Now what do we want to test? If this cell is greater than, I'll soon introduce you to greater than, less than, and like, is greater than 10,000. What should happen? What should happen? What should happen is the text should show, let's say good. Let's say, hold on. Let's say good. Then if it is bad, if it is equal to or less than 10k, let's say it is what? Bad. You notice here it is showing us bad. It's showing us bad, which means we are looking at, if it is greater than 10k, it should show good. But if it is less than 10k or equal to 10k, it should show bad. Now let's go to the formula tab and explain. Let me properly explain how the if statement works. Now what I typed here is that I said if. Now if this cell, that's cell D4. Where is cell D4? This is cell D4. If cell D4, the value in cell D4 is greater than 10,000 naira. If the value in cell D4 is greater than 10,000 naira, okay, if the value in cell D4 is greater than 10,000 naira, okay, sorry, if the value in cell D4 is greater than 10,000 naira, it should tell us it's good. If it is not, it should tell us it's bad. You notice there's a quotation mark in the beginning and end of everything I've typed here. Now this is saying that the only reason I did this is because I am typing actual text. Remember that Excel is a numerical, and numerical is used for numerical analysis. So if now 10k is 10k or less, is not greater than 10k, so it will show us bad. Now let's adjust it. Let's adjust this. Let's look at one that has, let's say, cell D5. Now if we use cell D5, let's see what it will show us. You notice it has changed to good because cell D5 is greater than 10k. Is 10,000 naira. It is not less than or equal to 10,000 naira. That is how you use the if statement. The formula, what you do with the if statement is equal to, if you type your if, then you type the cell you want to check. If the cell is greater than a particular criteria, in this case is 10,000, you say it is good. Then if it is less than 10,000, it should return what? Bad. So in this case it is returning good because the cell we are referencing is actually greater than 10,000 naira. Hope we are making sense. Hope we are making progress. Now let's look at, in this video, let's also look at number formatting. Now in order to properly format numbers, sometimes you may want to put comma, you may want to put a currency sign and the like. Now look at this section here where my mouse is hovering around. You notice we have something on the top called general. Now this general is a series of things that you could do to your text or your function in Excel. Okay, now Look at this. If you click this, you notice it gives you percentage, fraction, and the likes. It tells you that there are so many things you could actually do with this. Now, if you click on this small icon here, number format, let's just click it. It is loading. Okay. Now, let's say I want to adjust this range I have selected. I can just go to, say, currency, and put this, then click OK. You notice the content of this particular highlighted range has been formatted. It's now showing a naira sign. It is showing a naira sign. It is comma. It is separated by comma, and the decimal point has been to show that it's a currency. So that's how you manipulate numbers in Excel. You just go here. You can play around with it. There are so many things you could do with it. There's accounting. There's currency. There's You can manipulate your date. You can set the type of date you want. You can set percentages. You can set fractions. You can do so many things with it. You can do different text format that you want with this particular feature. Okay. Now let's talk about find and select. Now, if you click on find and select, just like we did in Microsoft Word, we could find a particular entry in Microsoft Word and replace it all through the document. In this case, we can find a particular entry in the workbook and replace it all through. So if let's say we are looking for, let's say we have south everywhere, we can just click on find. What are we looking for? We are looking for south. Then let's click on find all. We only have one south. You notice one cell found. We only have one south here. That's the only south that is in our workbook. So I believe that with this course, we can carry out basic operations in Excel, enter an if statement, and also carry out some basic numerical operation. In the next set of videos, we are going to be finalizing the course and giving you some tips and insights on how to carry out some certain things in Excel, shortcuts, saving your Excel documents, and the likes. Thank you.